And switching gears, Election Day is less than 2 weeks away, and early voting has begun in the state of Alaska. We continue our series of candidate profiles today by turning to Alaska House District 31, where 2 candidates are vying for the seat. Maxine Dibert and Bart LeBon are running for District 31 in the Alaska House. Incumbent Dibert says she is running because she has deep roots in the community.
Before being elected as the legislator for this community, I taught for 22.5 years at Denali Elementary School, where I had the joy of teaching 3rd grade. And over the past 2 years as a legislator, I focused sharply on ensuring our students and our families have access to great schools in our community.
She hopes to avoid programs being cut, teachers leaving, and class sizes continuing to grow in the school district.
We need to raise the BSA. Our schools have been flat funded for the past decade, and so we still have a lot of work. I know the last 2 years I was in the legislature, we got one-time funding, but we have to forward fund our schools so schools have predictability and teachers aren't cut every spring with pink slips.
In addition to education, Dibert wants to continue focusing her energy on economic development and energy issues.
I've walked my entire district and talked to each of my neighborhoods and had some great conversations with people across the board politically. I've been able to have discussions with Democrats, with Republicans, independents, and try to figure out where we have common ground.
LeBon, meanwhile, says he has unfinished business in the legislature.
I served 2 terms in the State House from 2019 to 2022. I wanted a 3rd term. I lost my election 2 years ago, so my unfinished business means I am running again in 2024.
He would like to restructure Alaska's permanent fund and the relationship between the earnings reserve account and the principal fund.
Draws can only come from the earnings reserve account. Now, if the fund has good years, then the earnings reserve account is flush with money. If the financial markets have down years, then the draws on the earnings reserve can exceed the balance. So far that hasn't happened, although we've come close. If you blend the 2 accounts together and do one endowment, then it doesn't matter if there's a down year or 2. There'll always be money to draw for PFDs and for state services.
LeBon discussed his extensive experience with finance.
Not just from my time in the State House, all 4 years on the Finance Committee, but I also had a career in banking. I was a local banker for 42 years. I have a business degree from the university, and I have some public office experience. I served 6 years on the school board, 3 years as school board president.
Dibert and LeBon will appear on the ballot for residents of District 31 in the general election on November 5th. I'm Alex Bengel, reporting for News Center Fairbanks.